Good morning, class. Today we are going to begin with the fourth and final part of infectious diseases and how to prevent them. Now, moving further, if someone in the family gets an infectious disease, the government health department should be informed so that necessary steps for preventing the spread of diseases can be taken. Now you know, now children, now the best suitable example is COVID-19. Like if somebody is suffering from COVID-19, so the government should be informed. At least medical health should be taken, proper test investigations should be done properly so that the other family members are also not infected by that diseases. We should take proper care. Now measures for preventing the spread, you can see the mask worn. This is to spread the germs through air when we exhale, inhale or exhale. Now you can see covering the nose and mouth while sneezing. Now in the school also, whenever the school reopens, we will have to wear mask, maintain social distance. In this way we can take prevention of our own health and our friends also. Now coming to the next part of this most important part is vaccination. Now when there is an epidemic of a disease, does everyone in that area get the disease? Does everyone get? Now this COVID-19 corona has spread. Has everyone got infected because of that? No. All of them will not get infected. The people, the children, those who are having low immunity, less immunity, they will get affected soon. The healthy ones will not get affected quickly. You have to maintain your immune system. For maintaining your immune system, you have to eat healthy food, balanced food, exercise daily. Right children? And along with all these things, vaccination is also required. Now for the other infectious diseases, we have already found vaccination. Now for vaccination of COVID-19 is also available in the market now. It has come to the market, but at present, honestly speaking, it is not available for everybody because it is not an easy job, na? Like to give vaccination to such a big crowd, such a big population of India. So like gradually everybody will be getting. We all are in the queue. So we will get. Now when disease producing microorganisms enter our body, the body resists the disease or fight the germs. That is why we can survive of that infection. Right children? So now this immune system, this body resisting power, the body has the power to fight with the diseases, that is white blood corpuscles, the soldiers of our body. So this children, this is like many a times we do not get a disease if germs enter our body. Many a times it happens. Now we never know. If we have not got corona till now, it might have happened that the germs must have entered. Quite possible. But because of our good immune system, it did not affect us. So that is the reason we have to maintain our immune system. Immunity should be strong. You must have always heard good immunity power. That is when you have vaccination. Along with vaccination, you have proper food, exercise, sleep. All these things are required. Now another way to prevent disease is vaccination. Our body develops resistance to a particular disease due to vaccination. Soon after a baby is born, she is given the tuberculosis vaccine. Tuberculosis in short form is called TB. What is it called? TB. The full form is tuberculosis vaccine. When the baby is 1.5 months old, she is given vaccination against diphtheria, whooping cough, tetanus, and polio. 2 more doses of these vaccinations are given at intervals of 1 month. Every 1 month this dose is given of what? Whooping cough, tetanus, polio, BCG, diphtheria, that is BCG. Okay children, now these are some of the vaccines given to the babies, infant babies, that is newborn babies. When they are born, no, immediately jaundice vaccine is given. Now these vaccines are given for these babies to have the resistant power against the diseases, right? So the vaccines for diphtheria, whooping cough and tetanus are combined into a triple vaccine. It is called a triple vaccine. Triple polio is given. So and given as an injection. So these, which three? Whooping cough, tetanus and diphtheria. These three things are given as an injection. Vaccine for these three diseases are given in the form of injection. The medicine is injected in our body. Okay. Now the polio vaccine is given orally. Orally means through our mouth. Drops, liquid drops are given in our mouth. That is, it is given orally. Did you understand children? Polio vaccine is given orally, whereas vaccine for diphtheria, whooping cough and tetanus are combined together. These are all given together. That's why they are called triple vaccine. Understood children? So now what is this triple? Triple vaccine has the resistance to fight against diphtheria, whooping cough and tetanus. Okay. Public health service facilities. To prevent the spread of infectious diseases and epidemics, health and community welfare programs are undertaken at national level. National level fully, right? To prevent it. So what is done? It is taken care by the public health services. This facility is provided by public health services. Community programs for vaccination are also undertaken as part of national health schemes. You must have seen Mr. Amitabh Bachchan always advertising for polio drops, Do Boon Zindagi Ki. Remember, na? So these are community programs. These are spread through media. They give the date, they give the time. So accordingly, people can go and vaccinate their babies. If no, like many people don't go, so these people come home also. So this is taking care of our health on national level. They go everywhere. Now community programs for vaccination are also undertaken as a part of national health scheme. Children are given the vaccines by trained people. Who give them? Trained people. Who are the trained people? The nurses. So they are trained for all these things. Special camps are arranged for this purpose. Special camps, you can see here and there camps are arranged, and these medical people sit there and they give you all vaccine. Primary health centers have been established at village level. Now it is established at the village level, not only in the city level, it is established in the village level also. There are also facilities like mobile dispensaries, ambulances and welfare fund for the disabled. Now children, what is mobile dispensary? Is it connected to your mobiles and your dispensaries? No, mobile means moving, which keep on moving on the wheels, move from here to there. So dispensaries on the vehicle, vehicles move, no? So dispensaries on the vehicles. Ambulances you all know very well. So dispensaries also, where they are taken to the places, to the remote areas where all these facilities are not there, in the villages, in the outskirts. So these things are available and benefited by these mobile dispensaries, ambulances and welfare fund for the disabled. Now who are disabled? those who are the people, the children, those who are not able, like us, normal people, they have some problem, or they are also called as special children. Why? Because they are special. They are treated specially. Like the children, those who are deaf, dumb, those who can't speak, those who can't walk, they have some problems, disabilities. So they are called special children. Why? Because we have to take care of them specially. Okay, children? So in case you see some of them like that, disabled children, please don't make fun of them. Try to always help them. Why? Because they are having some problem, no? It is our responsibility to help them. Helping each other, taking care of each other. This is what should be done. Now, services like the examination of urine and blood, X-ray, ultrasound and other scans are also available through the health programs. Now, the examination, the test done, blood test, you know, no? In the same way, urine test is also done. Many of the problems are detected through urine and blood. Now, the internal problems are tested by X-ray, ultrasound and other scans, CT scans, MRI, like that different scans are there through which we come to know our internal problem. External problem we can see, we can find out, but the internal problems, that is the problem of our nerves, heart, kidney, liver, these are found out through ultrasound and other scans. Problems related to bones are found out through X-rays. Moving further, thus patients can get the services they need without delay. So when these facilities are there, mobile dispensaries are there, ambulances are there, or health welfare funds are there, so with the help of these, people can be benefited without any delay. People are also educated about the right methods of handling drinking water and food. They are urged to maintain cleanliness in their surroundings. It is now forbidden by law to spit in a public place. The purpose of this ban is to prevent the spread of diseases. Mass media are also used for raising public awareness about health and hygiene issues. Now, children, people are educated in the right way. Now the people, the illiterate people, those who have not gone to school, those who don't know what is cleanliness, what is hygiene, so they are taught, especially the people in the villages, in the slums, they are taught the importance of hygiene. What is hygiene? You all know what is hygiene? Cleanliness. Always be neat and clean. Always wash your hands before eating, going to the washrooms. So whenever you do these things, no, you need to clean your hands, make your hands germ free. So making your hands germ free means washing it with soap and water, right? They are urged to maintain cleanliness. They are requested, they are made to understand. Now spitting here and there is forbidden by law. The government tells you not to spit. Spit means what you know, na? Thukna. It is banned. If you spit in open, police will catch you. They will apply fine on you. You will have to pay money. What are you doing? You are spreading diseases. It's not necessary that you will say, I don't have any disease, so I'm not spreading disease. But it is not good, no? You are spoiling the environment. It looks so dirty, spitting here and there, eating pan, chewing tobacco and spitting here and there. It's so dirty. So please don't do that, and don't allow others also to do that. Now, the purpose of this ban is to prevent the spread of disease. Mass media, it is also spread. The news is also spread through TVs, radio. Nowadays, so you can see in the TV, like not to spit here and there, otherwise the police will come and catch you. So don't do that. Importance of using clean water, pure water, boiled water. Boiled and filtering is the best method, right? So always use boiled and filtered water or a purifier, water purifier. Now public awareness programs are conducted on TV so that people can watch that and understand what should be done and what shouldn't be done. Now, do you know? At one time, it was believed that diseases are caused due to anger of God, evil spirits, or due to black magic. The remedies prescribed for these were also inhuman. However, science has shown that diseases are caused by microorganisms and these beliefs are false. Now, in olden days, in ancient days, not now children, now children are, people are educated. They know this is due to germs, due to microorganisms, due to not cleaning their body, not cleaning their environment, dirtiness. So, this is all because of that. Previously, when somebody used to fall sick or if an epidemic was there, people used to think like it was like assumption that God is angry with us, God is evil spirits are there, Kala Jadoo, that is black magic, भगवान का प्रकोप श्राप. So these all is nothing like that. This diseases spread, epidemics spread only because of microorganisms. Germs are the culprit. Germs spread the diseases. So don't allow the germs to spread and create problems for us. Microorganisms are kind of living things. All microorganisms do not cause diseases. Now we cannot blame all the microorganisms. They all are not culprit. They all are not doing bad for us. Some of them are good also. Good microorganisms help us. How? They make curd from the milk, yogurt, what you eat, no, curd, dahi. That is also because of microorganism. That is good microorganism. And when you eat curd, dahi or yogurt, what happens? These microorganisms go into your stomach, into your intestine, and there they fight with the bad microorganisms, bad germs in your body. Germs are bad, right? So they go and fight. That is why it is said you should eat curd daily. Curd or buttermilk you should have daily with your meals during the lunch time. Right, children? Now, there are microorganisms used for making, baking breads, biscuits. So, they are also good. So, all the microorganisms are not bad. Some of them are useful to us. They bring about conversion of milk into yogurt, fermentation of batter of idlis and dosas. When the batter is kept for fermentation, what happens? There are microorganisms growing in that. Now these microorganisms are good. They are beneficial for our health. That is why we eat idli, dosa. So all these things help us. Right, children? Amboli, dokla, they fermented food. What is fermented food? The batter is kept for at least 6 to 8 hours. When some food items are kept for such long, no? So microorganisms start growing in it. Now all the microorganisms are not good. When some of the microorganisms grow in our food, they start stinking. The food starts stinking. It becomes sticky. The taste of the food also changes. So you should throw away that food. It can be poisonous also. But idli, dosa, amboli. So these batters, when kept for fermentation, good microorganisms grow in that and which becomes helpful for our growth. Always remember, cleanliness, a balanced diet and vaccination are essential for the prevention of infectious diseases. These things very essential. What have we learned? Diseases caused by microorganisms are called infectious diseases. Every infectious disease is caused by a specific microorganism or germ. What is the meaning of this? Like one particular microorganism is responsible for spreading one particular disease. Understood? Infectious diseases spread through water, food or air, by direct contact or through insect bites. So how many modes of disease spreading is there? Water, food, air, touch and through insects. Okay. If care is taken to prevent germs from entering the body, the spread of diseases can be prevented. So take care. Prevention is better than cure. Correct? If many people in a place get a disease at the same time, it is called an epidemic. What is an epidemic? Many people in the same place getting the same disease at the same time. That is an epidemic. Vaccination is an excellent method of preventing disease. What is the excellent method? Vaccination. Right, children? Now we all are waiting for the vaccination. No? Let us see when our turn comes. We all need to be vaccinated and have a resistance power in our body to fight COVID-19. Okay, children, let us all pray to God to make us free from this disease. Okay, children, by the time, stay home, stay safe. Thank you.